Said he'd be there.
Back in Culpeper, Virginia, determined to find a cheaper supply of rye, Tim and Chuck head straight to the source.
I got a neighbor over here, you know, farmer buddy. Oh, you know, there's the rye up on the hill over there. Just by chance he planted rye this year, so. Now we're getting more serious. Looks like we might need some. How are you doing, Todd?
Doing good.
It's so great to see you, huh?
Good to see you too, Dave.
How much rye you got?
Should be maybe 2,000 bushels. How much you want to commit to?
Well, I'd like to get 1,000 bushels if we can.
Well, what kind of deal you want to do?
$8 a bushel?
You're close.
It's close.
You're close.
Something in that area.
How much do you sell it for?
12.
Okay.
Now, do you give neighbors discounts?
Yes, sir, that's in there.
That's it? That's already been calculated?
That's with the delivery.
That's delivery comes with that.
Sir.
Just looking at the rye, you know, myself, personally, it looks good. How long is it gonna take for this is ready?
5 weeks.
It needs a little bit more maturity to it before we can get down to the grain and harvest. Now, what about later down the road if something happened, a storm comes and destroys some of this stuff?
This stuff is like that. This stuff's kind of, you never really know what you got.
So you can't get it back. Can't get it back.
Exactly.
Buying it directly from a farmer, you got to understand you're buying it before he actually harvests it. You can lose the crop. The weather affects it. Also, you got bugs and stuff. If something happens, it's costing a whole lot of money for nothing. But, you know, high risk, high gain possibility. You know, when you're going in this thing like this, you don't know what you're getting into. You don't want to spend a whole lot of money. Now, what about $10?
$10.
$10 a bushel.
1,000 bushels, $10,000.
Yeah. $10 a bushel.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chuck, you good with that?
All right.
Yeah, we can work with it.
Tim's rye speculation will save him $30,000. But if bad weather wipes out his crop, he'll lose $10,000 and have no rye to make his recipe.
It's a great savings, but it also takes a lot of risk.
So what we got to do, Tim, is get us a place to store it.
Now we'll need a silo. You know, at the end of the day, if I don't make a profit, you know, I'm not being a good businessman. Do you know any silos around, any used ones? What's all this over here, top secret?
That's a rocket farm.
What? A rocket farm?
Yeah. What they do is they bolt them to the ground and test them.
And you need all that?
Well, but every now and then, one of them rockets gets too strong, and they get a loose rocket.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We must have cheap housing around here. Nobody wants to live over
Nobody
here.
wants to live near the rocket farm.
In Culpeper, Virginia, Tim stands to save $30,000 by speculating on 1,000 bushels of rye.
This farm up here, you see the tall
I
silos.
see some
he's got.
silos now.
And with the harvest only weeks away, he's looking for a storage solution.
Drive up in there. Maybe somebody will come talk to us.
Maybe if we can get a deal on a silo.
Got a little one over there. Wonder if you'd want to sell that.
I see they got a beware the dog sign. What about the owner?
I don't know. You see any people around?
No, I see a horse and some chickens. These signs, it says no trespassing. You never know what you're gonna run into. Next thing you know, a double-barrel shotgun comes out.
And maybe we could get one of these.
Oh, we got different sizes here.
We got different
We got
sizes.
some little ones. We're going out looking for silos. There's 3 or 4 different types and sizes. Kind of eyeball one of them. I mean, what size is this thing?
I think it would hold our 1,000 bushels.
It's kind of weedy around the bottom, but it looks like a nice silo.
Full of something.
It's a big hole, you see that?
Yeah, it could be repaired.
There's a ladder over here, Chuck. Bring this thing safe.
Can I help y'all, fella? I recognize the truck sitting out there. It's Tim and Chuck. I recognize you from across the river.
There you go, huh?
Trying to make a deal and buying some rye, but we ain't know where to put it. We need a silo.
It ain't been used in a long time.
Yeah, it looks a little rough, don't it? It's like it was some grain or something got left in it.
I'm sure we could let it go pretty cheap.
So you think we could do something with it, Chuck?
Yeah.
Looking at these silos, you know, new, you're probably looking at about $6,000 to $7,000 for a silo this size. It's got a couple of feet of something in it. Once I open the lid, this odor comes out. It's got a skeleton of some kind in it. Damn stork or something, I don't know, it's big. Some kind of buzzard or something got in it.
Well, don't tell nobody about the skeleton now.
Don't tell nobody about the skeleton. Oh, there wasn't no people.
It must be one of them dinosaur birds.
Pterodactyl?
That's a pterodactyl, man.
What do you think, Tim?
I don't know.
All you gotta do is make an offer.
Make an offer? We are getting short on time.
You gotta get this thing running in 4 weeks.
Can we move it? Can we get it out of here?
Take a crane and pick it up and lay it on the side on a trailer.
That's my money here. I mean, all that's gotta be figured in, Chuck.
And what would it cost to fix it?
I don't know. Well, I'm all about trading and bargaining here, so if we could trade maybe 10 cases of moonshine for that.
Oh, Lord.
If you got a little moonshine laying around, it's almost like gold. You know, maybe we can make a trade with him. That's the way we work on these parts. 10 cases of moonshine's worth $1,000.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
10 cases of moonshine, man. Good. We needed a grain bin. You got some moonshine? Okay, no problem.
I don't know if she'll let me bring it in the house, huh?
That's a problem.
Moonshine, I gotta keep it in the garage. I can't take it in the house.
We did have to trade some moonshine, which that is a value. We didn't have to pull out any cash money on it.
When we get a crane, we'll be
right.
back.